Hey guys, what is going on? Happy Saturday to y'all out there. And yeah, if it's already Sunday to you guys, happy to you there as well, but I'm assuming you're still in bed. Anyway, welcome to the second live stream. This is the Lego 10300. It's the Back to the Future time machine. Also known as the DMC DeLorean time machine and Back to the Future. This set came out yesterday on April 1st. I was lucky enough to grab one on release day. Right now, unfortunately, it looks like it's already temporarily out of stock. But hopefully, I hope you guys who wanted one was able to get one. Excuse me. I got mine at the store, and it seemed like there were a lot out there to be had. So I hope everyone who wanted to get them in the first batch got it. Either way, anyway, I'm glad to be here on an afternoon while hopefully the majority of us are awake. Just a disclaimer, as much as I try to do these afternoon builds with you guys, I may have a wailing and loud toddler running around the house, and she may even come down and make a cameo if she feels like it. So just letting you all know that might be on the way, but on the other hand, I get to do a nice afternoon build with you guys instead of late at night when everyone's asleep like I normally do. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to it. We left off at the end of bag 8, and we were opening bag 9 here. And really, at the end of bag 8, we haven't made our decision on what movie we wanted to do yet. I don't know what bag that comes in. I think I'm leaning towards bag 1 myself. But so far, at least on bag 8, let's see, we've got... Let me close this for you. We've got like a big chunk of the body. Now, if anyone was tuned in yesterday, we had a lot of the effort spent down here on this bottom chassis. But yeah, definitely worth it, even though it was tedious because we had gotten the mechanism for the wheels to fold and unfold, which is really cool. We've got these things kind of started. I don't know what it is, but I'm loving the retro shape of that DeLorean. The front is starting to take shape really nicely here, and we've got already a couple of the blue lights. My favorite feature so far, if it's not the wheels, it's definitely got to be the flux capacitor that lights up. That's just so cool, and the detail in that flux capacitor, just really nice. So yeah, looking forward to get it. Let's go ahead and start bag 9. Open this up and keep this build moving. We've got 11 bags total, so I don't know if we use all of the bags or if maybe one bag is used for different parts or different movies. So let's see. I'm wondering if we're going to use all 11 bags, because I know at the end of the day we're going to have those spare parts to do those alternate builds with this set. So let's go ahead and see what we get here. Whoops. And I'm down a piece. Let me go grab that. Alright. And let's get the instructions back up here again. Starting on bag 9. And let's get to it. Bag 9 doesn't look so big. I think we ended last night. I think I got a little carried away. I think we ended US Eastern time, maybe like 12, maybe 12:30. No, I think about 12, so it was pretty late. Got a little bit carried away there, but I'm confident with only really less than 3 bags to go. Yeah, we're gonna finish this thing today, so it's gonna be pretty cool. Pretty cool to see. This is definitely one of those models. Looked a lot, looked really cool in real life. As cool as the photos did, yeah. Seeing it on display at the Lego store was really nice. It was also my first time going to get a set on release day to see it full, basically. So, or to see a line. I've gotten to get a couple sets on release day, and have never had a problem kind of just walking. I'm usually the first one in there, but this time there were at least a dozen people there in line already when I was coming to get this. So lucky to have gotten one, glad to have gotten one, and they did have plenty for everyone at release day when I came in. I don't know how long it lasted throughout the day, but I think as of now, at least at my store, they're all gone. And same thing online, but hopefully they'll keep restocking these pretty quick and you know, keep it moving. Alright, so I don't know where they have us going on. We were like finishing up doing some detail around the engine bay when we last left off, so I'm assuming we're gonna keep working around there. Okay, cool. Yeah, we've got some like snot stuff coming on, so covering up some studs here, so probably doing maybe something like this around here, I don't know. I'm also kind of like slowly waking up. So this morning I went out to the aquarium, or I went out to an aquarium with the fam here, and it was a long ride to get there and back, so I pretty much just woke up from a nice nap in the car. So I'm still a little bit groggy, but good thing is I'm a little rested up for this. So hopefully over time here, I'll get to waking up. Alright, interesting stuff going on. Still don't know really what panel we're working on. Okay, I guess we're doing... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the hood? Maybe some of the hood? It's kind of what I want to go with right now, but I really have no clue. Yes, so I was talking about a little bit yesterday when we were building this, about building some of the, or getting some of the dioramas from Star Wars. I guess they're out now for pre-order. Again, there's like 3 of them. There's the Yoda hut, there's the like trash compactor thing, and there's the man, what was the third one? There was the oh yeah, the X-Wing, the X-Wing at the Death Star. So I'll definitely get the Yodas. I don't know if I'm going to get the Death Star one yet, but definitely looking forward to building those. I didn't know if I wanted to go ahead and pre-order it yet, or just wait on release day. I'm wondering if that's going to be kind of like sold out immediately kind of thing, because I'd rather just pick it up at the store day of and get it if I can, but I also don't want to take that risk. It was kind of weird, again, coming to the store today and just seeing so many people for the Back to the Future set. Again, like every time I come on a release day, at least for the sets I want, you know, I've never had to sit in line with people. So I'm wondering if these like dioramas are going to get sold out like from the beginning on day one, just because They're also kind of expensive, so I don't know if a lot of people are going to be going for them. Yeah, I still have no idea what this shape is that we're building right here. Oh, you know what? This is the door. So okay. Like I almost have it. I have it like 99% done, and I still didn't know what piece it was. It's the door. Okay, got it. So that's a pretty cool element for the door. I guess we still have the A-pillar to do. We haven't put on the A-pillar, so it's kind of a gap right here now, but it looks like a pretty heavy assembly, and I'm definitely already seeing now why this thing's not going to be able to stand up on its own. It's just a heavy piece, and sometimes when you get the hinges that don't stay in place really well, you can kind of like push the two opposing pieces together and it kind of tightens it up, but here you can't really, there's not really a way of tightening the hinge up, so to say. I can't really explain it, but long story short, it doesn't look like you're able to hold the doors open unless you do some kind of mod. So either way, that's all cool. It's got a really, at least it doesn't just drop down, it kind of slowly goes down. So that's, oh, it kind of dropped down right there, but okay, it's kind of just falling now, so I kind of got to roll back my statement on that. But no, it looks pretty cool though. So let's get both of these doors in here. That was a pretty simple enough build for that. Yeah, it's definitely looking like a DeLorean though. Okay, right side's coming along pretty well. These are pretty interesting builds, but it's definitely a lot that goes into these doors. So they are pretty bulky, pretty heavy, and again, there's not really a way. You can't really tighten up the hinges to make it stay in place. So they're just gonna fall. I don't see a quick solution to that one yet. But again, it's cool. They kind of, you know, they come down somewhat, you know, slowly. They don't just completely drop down, so that's okay. I know it would be cool if you could display it just with the doors up though on their own. I do have to admit that would have been cool though. I'm sure someone will figure out a fix for it that's not too too egregious to hold those doors up. Yeah, I'm sure in some time someone will figure out how to do that. No big deal. So we're almost done with bag 9. It seemed like most of this was just the two the gull wing doors there. And a good start. Kind of looking at the other bags, and I don't see too many, if any, Technic pieces, because I'm still getting over yesterday's Technic build, or Technic axle build. Man, that was a headache. I was stressing out about that. Right. Okay, not too bad. Cruising along on the passenger side door. This should be done in about a minute. It's really cool how they got this black strip here. It's actually not just kind of a stripe. It's actually like a trim piece in that it's sticking out a little bit, like from the door. So it's actually like a true trim piece in that it juts out right there. You can see it's not just like not just a simple black stripe. So that's kind of like, you know, that's modern Lego. You know, they're getting so crazy with the details compared to how it was back in the day. They could have just made that a simple kind of black line, but nah, they went the extra effort to like raise it up from the rest of the bodywork. That's pretty sick. One thing I don't quite get are these edge pieces here, these kind of cheese pieces that's going on at step 346. I don't know why they could have just made that a flat piece, because yeah, it does make the windows look kind of small. So that's a quick fix though if you don't like how that looks. So again, no big deal. All right, throw this on to the I feel like I'm missing a piece. I definitely am. Let's go back. Oh yeah, I was supposed to put a wedge piece underneath there. And now I think we can throw this on. Alright, there we go. So we've got an A-pillar. I'm assuming it's going to be one of these pieces. So that's coming on somehow. They're on kind of like a ball and knuckle kind of joint. So let's see how that works. Okay, looking good. Okay, there we go. So we've got, there we go. We kind of just snap that on, snap on the A-pillar. I don't know yet how it attaches to the bottom. We're gonna find out. So what we've got to do is we've got to then snap on the front part of the A-pillars to the ball, as you can see there, and then we've got to rotate these down and just connect it to the A-pillar. And that's it. Okay, not too bad. And I know we're going to cover that up with these 1x6 tiles here. Sweet. Sweet. And that like buckles it up right there. Alright. Nice. So I've never seen... Yeah, I think this is a first for this type of A-pillar. It's kind of secured, as you saw, with like... with two ball joints right there. To get that slope right there. So yeah, I think that's the first time I've seen that kind of build technique for the A-pillar. So again, you know, it's definitely a lot of unique things about this one. But again, I guess that's because the whole door kind of comes up like that. And wow, that's pretty cool. Look at that. Nice motion on the door. Oh wait, so my passenger door stays up. Wait. No, not quite. Hold on. I wonder if you can try and tighten these connections here. Let me like try and like squeeze them in and see if that helps. Because if you could display this thing totally up, that would be great. It's not holding though. No, they're not holding, but the passenger side stays up a lot longer. Man, that's a bummer, but whatever. All right, let's keep moving. That's bag 9. So we got some information on this slide. The stainless steel construction of the vehicle allows for the optimal level of flux dispersal. Okay, I get it. So it's a stainless steel design, so I guess it lets the power from the flux capacitor circulate around the body of the car, I guess. On to bag 10. So we've got 2 bags left, folks. So I think we're close. And like, interestingly enough, we have not gotten to a point where we pick which movie we're going with. I guess that's the very last bag. So I guess bag 11, which is the last one bag after this, the last bag has all of the components. I'm assuming at this point to pick the movie that you want. So right now it seems like we're still building the base car because I haven't seen the that decision point yet. So let's get to it. A bunch of small pieces again, bag 10, but not many. So we'll see if we can get through this one quickly. And I've seen a couple reviews on this particular set. I'm hearing mixed things about how this is able to be switched up in terms of the movies. I know like the Porsche 911, not too much goes into converting the 911 here from turbo to Targa. It does take, you know, maybe like 15 to anywhere from 15 to half an hour to convert this one, depending on, you know, how fast you want to go or if you're just cruising. And this one, it seems to get some mixed opinions on, you know, I've heard it's an effort to switch it out, so I don't know if that's really the case or not, but we'll kind of have an idea once we build the final model. I'm sure we'll have an idea on what it would take to convert it to a different model. And I'm keeping posted still for a base DeLorean. I've still got my hopes up for that. Okay, so looking now, it looks like somewhere way back I missed these 2 pieces up here. See if I have that stashed somewhere. I do. Good thing I didn't put the extra pieces away because I definitely missed 2 substantial pieces here at the top. So let's go ahead, slap these on. That goes on top of there. Alright, we're back on track. This thing's looking pretty cool, and just because I'm on live stream, I haven't really, you know, haven't got a chance to really stop and look at the build as I go. I'm just trying to keep it moving for y'all, but yeah, but looking pretty cool so far. We'll get a chance at the end to kind of take it in and see what this thing has got. So now that being said, this weekend I'm definitely going to be going to finish watching Back to the Future 2 and Back to the Future 3. I got to go through Back to the Future 1 yesterday, so definitely want to watch the trilogy. It'd be cool to have this thing sitting out on my table while I watch the other ones, and then maybe in watching Back to the Future 2 or Back to the Future 3 might get me to change my mind to switch it up. And one thing that I did realize in the movie is that, at least with the first one, is that it really doesn't get that much screen time, the DeLorean. Yeah, there's a couple good scenes with it, but it's not really like, you know, the prominent part of the movie. So I'm wondering, I don't remember if the second or third one featured more of the time machine or not, but I'm gonna definitely check it out, give it a good watch, and then maybe I'll change my mind on converting this thing. So okay, again, don't know where we're at. I'm assuming we're doing the rear. Okay, now I'm assuming we're doing kind of the rear 3/4 panel back here. It's about the same length. Okay. Definitely though, a lot of these cheese wedge pieces have gone into this build. It's so like angular and triangular, this whole car. But like almost every panel has some kind of like cheese wedge on it. Interesting, okay. Yeah, so if you're looking at like the bottom right part of the instructions there, it's kind of like interesting how you kind of snap the two pieces together. It's on like a snap hook right there, so cool. Okay, got some translucent blue. I forgot about all the the lighting strips that go in this car. Not like LED lights, but kind of imitation lights. We haven't seen too much of that yet. We've pretty much only gotten it at the front bumper right here. Little strip of blue there. What's gonna be really sick to see is a lighting kit for this thing. I know, you know, we know someone's gonna come out with that fairly soon here. And I'm sure a lot of folks are going to deck it out with a lighting kit. This one, I always say that I'm going to have to get a lighting kit, but yeah, this one might be the one where I really got to get a lighting kit for this. Oops. So we do have some of those shiny metallic pieces from, you know, the same color as the Hubble Space Telescope. So The main body of the car is this is standard, like I think they call it bluish silver, but this is standard gray silver color. It might be called blue gray or something, but then you've got the shiny reflective silver here for this kind of trim around the car, so that's pretty cool. And I actually had thought that this kind of reflective silver color might be the main part of the car, but I guess not. So we're gonna click, click, clat, click, 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 click skis, click skis, click skis, click skis, cat, click, click, and something in characters I can't read. So how does that happen? I see it. I kind of see the hinges down there. And we've got 3 of them. Okay, so I don't want to break this assembly, but here we go. I'm gonna just kind of mash this in there. There we go. That's 3. So you've got to get 3 clicks in there. 3 distinct clicks. And just like that. Wow, very cool. Very, very cool indeed. Okay, so I'm assuming we're gonna do this for both sides, and then we're gonna pick on the final bag, pick the movie that we're gonna go with. Man, I can't believe we had to get all the way to the end to do that, but it's pretty cool. It kept our kind of suspicions up all the way till the end there, but right. I've got to bring out some string now. Assuming that's in this bag with the tires. It is. Man, you gotta get this cable going through the whole side of the car almost. Around that there. Interesting. Okay, so we've got a cable kind of running through there, as you can see. You get the one on the front going. Gotta route it through here. So they've got a couple like cable routing guides you go through here. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so we've got the cables going out the back, through the side, down the bottom. Let me get this here for you. There you go. And we've got the cable routed up the front. And they've got pretty decent guides on how to do that. So it's definitely looking like the time machine already now, that's for sure. Okay, alright, so there is a way to we're kind of putting trim pieces in to secure the cable so they're not flying around everywhere. So now the cable's in pretty tight, doesn't really have anywhere to go now that we closed all of the kind of open panel gaps that the cable ran through. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and finish the C-pillar for the driver's side here. And we don't have many pieces left in this bag, so hopefully I can throw these together pretty quickly here. Okay, so on this slide we've got some more movie information saying liquid nitrogen was poured into the car for the time travel scenes to give the impression that it was gold. Cool. I guess it was kind of that smoky stuff coming out of the car during the movie. Yeah, liquid nitrogen. It's like kind of those experiments for like when you were in school, you go on a field trip somewhere and they'd kind of show you that they'd pour the liquid nitrogen on the floor and the carpet and it would just kind of like evaporate. Oops. Okay, putting more of the blue light strips in. Yeah, again, I was pretty stoked to see the ability for the flux capacitor to light up. Yeah, so far it's got to be my favorite feature of the car so far. So yeah, I'll keep on watch for a lighting kit for this. It's gonna look pretty wicked. Okay, now we got to snap these 3 times back into the chassis here. So you do have to kind of like, yeah, you definitely got to push it real hard. Don't be scared. But they do take quite a little bit of effort to pop in there, so but it's definitely yeah, definitely secured in place there. So looking good, looking good. Okay, and I think we're putting the yeah, the cables back in here. So let me run this through real quick. Okay, just swing that underneath the car there. The other cable. Alright, we're wrapping the cable up. Now we've got like some pink pieces. I'm guessing we've got the hoverboard coming out. More hoses for the engine bay, okay. I really do love how detailed the engine bay is. And I don't remember, I don't think we cover it up. I know the real one has kind of an engine cover, but yeah, I don't believe we're doing that here. And I've definitely crossed up like one of my one of my builds here, so let me fix this. Oh boy. Okay. Here we go. Oh, looking cool. So here's where we're at. Quick recap so far. Yeah, just basically a lot more hoses to the the engine bay here. No Mr. Fusion or anything like that. We're not there yet. We're gonna get there at the very last bag. Looking very cool. Nice brand new windshield. No scratches because it was individually wrapped. We've got both doors in. We've got pretty much the base of the car covered. So yeah, a little bit of you know, some cool hoses and detail there. Flux capacitor, again, my favorite detail. So yeah, we're really getting there. Let's throw this out here. Oh, and now we're building the okay, I know what we're doing. We're building the case for the plutonium now. We've got the little two like plutonium vials in there. And we've got the handle with care sticker going on. That's pretty cool. Oh man, I hate the stickers. Oh, and I put it on crooked for extra effect. Plutonium handle with care, and it's like a carelessly placed sticker. So that sounds about right. More stickers, okay. Here we go. We've still got a couple left. We've got the license plate sticker. We've got all of these here. Okay. And just like that, we've got the case with the plutonium. Pretty cool. Little opens right there. We've got two little cases of plutonium in there, and some warning stickers. So we're gonna just go ahead and throw that, pop that in the trunk like it's nothing. And we've got the hoverboard coming next, so this is gonna be cool. Fairly simple build for that hoverboard. And there you go. That's pretty much it. Pretty simple stuff here. And now we're at the last bag. Bag 11, let's go. We've got a bit of the hood to build, and a couple of components for the time machine stuff in the back, and then the wheels. And obviously, as part of this bag, we're going to have some extras because we're only building, one version out of 3. But you do admittedly get quite a lot of it with this last bag here. So bag 11 looks like it might take a bit of time here to build. Oh, and you've got the display plaque too. So I see a banana in there. I see a banana for the Mr. Fusion. Alright, let's get to it, guys. Last bag, bag 11. We are at the finish line. Thank goodness. I don't mean it in a bad way. It was a fun build. Totally fun build. Okay, not off to a good start with the last bag. I need the shiny pieces. Okay, Got a lot of like silver pieces and then the metallic silver, so hard to tell them apart. So these kind of go down. Okay. All right, got it. You've got to cover up that hood too. Oh, we've got license plate holder coming up. I feel like we've got the sticker coming up here pretty shortly. Okay, so that snaps back in there pretty snugly. I think we've got the license plate coming up. Out of time. Very cool. I do like these kind of like these pieces they use for the fins here at the back. And okay, do that again. And we are almost at the finish line here. I'm getting lost in all these little pieces. Alright, we've got these kind of cool little builds for this these rear fins here. I do like all of these little wedges that kind of go in there. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, we're so close, guys. We're almost there. Last bag. Oh, we're finally halfway through bag 11, through the last bag. We're at our decision here. So choose your favorite. Which Back to the Future time machine Lego model will you build? The original car from the 1985 movie, the slightly modified ones from the 1989 and 1990. Again, oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna go with number 1. We're going with number 1, guys. With the running off the plutonium. Yeah, we're gonna go with number 1. I'm definitely not feeling the third one. I gotta look at it again. I remember they were like back in like the old timey days and they had to kind of jerry rig something to make this thing work, but I don't remember. So a quote from Doc Brown here: the way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? That was from the first movie. So Back to the Future 1, we're gonna go to, I guess we're just gonna keep going on. Back to the Future 2 and 3, we gotta skip to another page. So I think next page will take us right to movie 1, which is where we want to be. And just like that. Yeah, I wasn't expecting the pick your movie to come way at the end here. I was really expecting it to come a couple bags earlier, so they kind of keep you on your toes there. But yeah, well, like that being said, it wasn't too long of a build, really. Again, there was a lot of painstaking work in building up the chassis, especially with that front and rear axle. I keep saying it over and over again, but challenging, and you've got to do it twice, but definitely worth it to get. I know it's going to be really worth it at the end when we actually see the wheels flipping up and sideways. So that's going to be that will have made that part of the build worth it for sure. So can't wait to see that all come together, and yeah, we'll see how she looks. Okay, and we've got like a large portion of the hood here in, so we're just gonna go ahead and make the sides of the hood a lot simpler than I thought it would be. And I guess in real life too, the DeLorean is just like a really long, kind of flat hood with not much curvature or detail on it, so I guess I can kind of see that here. Alright, cool. So that's pretty cool for the hood. It's very simple, a lot simpler than I actually thought it would be, but it's kind of got two motions to it. You kind of got to pop it up here, kind of throw it to the back a little bit, and then kind of angle it up. So, but again, the actual hood element is a lot simpler than I thought it would be. Just a big flat, big flat hood at the front. All right, let's go get the out of time license plate out, and we're using, interestingly enough, we're using a clear piece for that. Not really like an actual license plate, we're using a clear piece. Let me make sure that's the case. Yeah, we are. So I guess you can kind of see through the edges of the license plate, you can kind of see through it a little bit. Out of Time, California. There you go, the infamous Out of Time license plate, and I put it on surprisingly straight. And it's on a clear tile, so you can kind of technically see through around the edges, but I don't really know what the purpose of that is, if it doesn't light up from the middle or anything like that. So that was an interesting choice. You're gonna have to kind of definitely find out the origins of why that's the case. So I'm assuming we're just getting to the final pieces here for this build. Bring the model closer while we finish it here too. Again, we're going with movie 1, so we are going to go with the terrorist plutonium-driven one. And I'm definitely missing. No, I'm not. I thought I missed a step before, but got it. We've got like a pot here, I don't know what that's for, but let's go ahead. Keep moving. Yeah, so unfortunately, don't get to build the Mr. Fusion. I wonder if you have enough parts left over to build that on its own. We'll see if that's the case, but okay, we've got this thing up here, and I definitely missed a piece. Got to put a turbine looking thing on top of it. Found it. And I definitely don't know the like accuracy of any of this, or like how true to the movie like anything we're doing right here is. But it looks like, you know, it looks like they did their homework and really put as much detail as they could. I'm gonna trust that they did, as they always do here. But I definitely loved how detailed the engine bay is here. I mean, there's really, yeah, really not any engine at all, it looks like. Pretty much just all time machine stuff back here. I'm having trouble hooking this up. I don't like how it's pretty hard to get to. It's like so many, I think, yeah, definitely the prominent feature of the engine bay is definitely all of these tubes that are running through. We've got like 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of tubes, so like 8 total, including the little 2 wires here coming through there. So it's definitely detailed and a lot going on. I'll share a shot of that, you know, definitely share a shot of that at the end here. I think that's it. We're building the pole. I know we've got to build the display base, and I think the rest of it's just going to be extra parts. So we're building the hook that they had to hit the hit a cable at like precisely 88 miles an hour here on the first movie. At the same exact time a lightning bolt struck the clock tower. So here's the hook. Really simple build, not really that much detail in there. Oh, and I forgot we got to build wheels too for this thing, so let's get some tires. And I was a little bit, yeah, a little bit, not too bummed, but yeah, a little bit disappointed in the wheel. I thought we actually got a multi-spoke wheel with it, but it's really just a disc with a print of the multi-spoke wheel, as you can kind of see there. I don't know, I guess my eyes were tricking me, but it's really just a print, a disc with a print on it. At least it's not a sticker. It is a print, but when I was seeing it on videos, I thought it was an actual multi-spoke, but that's okay. Alright, get these meaty tires on here. And then put the these kind of small wheels on top of it. Usually wheels are the very last thing we put on these kind of creator level cars, so I'm assuming that's it for the DeLorean. I think we're done. We're just gonna make the display stand, and that's it. If I can find the last kind of rod piece for the wheel, that is. Here it is. And that's it. Yeah, there's your wheel again, printed wheel, but it does capture accurately the multi-spoke. Let's pop these on. Wow, really cool. I think that's it for the DeLorean, guys. And it does fly in the first movie too, except it would have the Mr. Fusion on it. At the very end, we kind of see a glimpse of the second DeLorean, which does fly too. So there is that. And we just throw together the Back to the Future plaque, which is on page 283. And that's it. Yeah, let's go ahead and throw this plaque together so we can get the minifigs and do a final show off and call it a day. That was pretty cool, guys. I'm really stoked, and I haven't had the chance to like sit back, of course, and look at it yet. So I will once I log off here. I'll watch the other two movies this weekend. I'll enjoy this thing on my shelf, and yeah, like I'll definitely put together my thoughts on it. And the plaque, interestingly enough, does not make any reference to DeLorean, really. It is really called a time machine here. So here's the plaque. This is a cool feature. As you guys know, we don't get minifigs usually with a creator expert level car, but here we get a really cool display stand, you know, similar to the Star Wars sets, with Marty McFly, Doc Brown, and as you see, Marty McFly and Doc Brown are really decked out in really cool prints. I love Doc Brown. I love his hair. And the outfit from the future there. The plaque here references the time machine activation speed of 88 miles an hour and what is it, 1.21 gigawatts. Dr. E. Brown Enterprises. So no mention of the DMC DeLorean, but this is going to be really cool. I definitely love this touch. I definitely like that they added this, and the minifigs are just very cool cool and custom to this set. And let me make sure. Yeah, that's it. That's it. We did movie 1. I think. Yeah, we have the ability to kind of stand this up on its own. We do have some clear pieces here already on the set that stand it up when the car is in hover mode. So let's try that out really quick. Oh yeah, that is cool. So the car is hovering a little bit. It is hovering a little bit on the flying mode. So anyway, that's it. We're done, guys. We're done with the Lego 10300, the Back to the Future DMC DeLorean time machine. Again, this is really cool. A lot of cool things you don't normally get with the Lego creator sets. Let's do a quick rundown of this version. I did the movie 1 Back to the Future, running off of plutonium. And let me see if I can track this thing here. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna track that thing there, so it's not gonna keep going on my face. Yeah, I think we're doing it. I think we're doing it now. Okay, so yeah, here it is. This one was where they had to capture the lightning with this rod here, because they ran out of plutonium. So this is the plutonium-driven kind of engine bay here. And let me get the rod out since I already explained that now. Very, very cool detail here in the, well, now my tracking's not working so great, so let me cancel that and just go normal here. And very good detail in the engine bay. A lot of hoses coming in and out of the engine bay, and then you've got this other hose coming through the side of the car there. Check that out. Running through here. I'm trying to track my fingers with the screen here. That's really cool. You get some cool like clear blue elements here around the front as well. But it doesn't light up. The only thing that does light up, which is very cool, is the flux capacitor, as I've been kind of like bragging about so much how cool that is. And it's not focusing, of course, very well. But yeah, it captures the shape of the DeLorean really well. Again, I'm assuming this is one of the easier cars to recreate just because it's so angular and blocky. We have a blend of printed pieces and a blend of sticker pieces through the car. We've got a really, really detailed interior. And one thing I noticed is that one door tends to stay open on mine and one door closes very easily. And I think this does come down eventually, but let's take a look at the interior there. You've got really cool time machine controls in there. Oh man, this is hard to keep focused. There you go. Really nice interior, pretty detailed. And if I have my eyes in there, it's gonna try and focus on me. And there's there's just so much depth and really consideration for detail really through this whole model. Scaling it up with the newer creator level cars are kind of on a bigger scale than they used to be before. So up here I've got my Porsche 911, which came out last year. I think the Mustang is also built on a bigger base, a longer chassis. And from what we noticed, I know from yesterday too, is that it looks like the DeLorean, in terms of the axle to axle, is one stud longer. It's going to be hard to see. They're about the same. It's about one stud longer on the DeLorean, but really, long story short, when you compare the cars, they seem to be pretty much scaled to the same, pretty much the same. So they're equivalent to display next to each other. In real life, I'm sure one car is longer and one car is a little shorter, but basically it looks like they designed these to the same scale. There you go. If I put them together here, so to compare, we've got like an older school set like the Ferrari F40 here, and these were definitely on a smaller kind of scale. So let's see if we can see what that looks like here. So you've got the definitely see if I kind of hold it this way. You guys can see the difference there. So again, these kind of older models are definitely not built to the same. That kind of says it right there. That's really not the camera. That's truly the difference there in the scale. Standing it up here. Yeah, so these older models again are a little bit shorter, and that goes with the Ferrari F40, and then the Mini Cooper back there, the Fiat, and the Caterham that's back there. But again, scale it with the modern ones. I mean, they'll all look fine next to each other anyway. No one's really going to care. But really, if you want to scale them together, display it with similar cars, these are kind of more on the same level in terms of scale. So anyway, let's go through the features real quick. I got to keep talking about the most tedious, but definitely one of the coolest features is you kind of flop this lever here. And it was definitely a pain, but definitely worth it in the end. And hey, Thomas, good to hear from you. Love it. Waiting on yours from the Lego website. It's definitely going to be a binge build. Hey, man, I'm glad you were able to get it. And yeah, definitely it's going to be a binge build. I don't know if you're going to go for it all at once or take your time. But hey, congrats on getting your set. I hope it comes soon. I believe they should have shipped out on Friday, I think. So you should be getting it soon, I hope. So congrats on your set. I hope you enjoy it. I definitely enjoyed this one. Definitely a nice challenging, for a creator expert, nice challenging build, because you get a lot of the hoses here, and a lot of the components in the engine bay, a lot of really small details. And then, the really unique one to this one is definitely building these two pieces here, the two axles that link up to the main the main contraption to fold the wheels here. Normally you just build Technic in terms of the steering wheel, like with this one, but this definitely had a lot more going for it. So you spend a lot of time underneath, definitely with this model, but as you go up, that's kind of a breeze. The only thing, again, I did find weird, these kind of slanted pieces on the door. I did see kind of a mod where someone just used a flat tile, and it definitely opens the window up a lot more. So I think I might do that as well, but it doesn't bother me too much. One other feature is you've got a simple but fully functioning hood, and what is cool about the hood is that it does fit both of the accessories here that come with the model. So you've got a hoverboard, which is kind of a simple build, really nothing going on here, but you do get a cool case for the plutonium. With the two kind of capsules of plutonium in there. So Thomas is saying probably on a day off you'll be watching all the movies while you build, and don't think you've ever been more stoked for a set. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I remember Thomas, I did the same thing for Home Alone. I did a mix of like live streaming, but it was such a big set. I also did some of it while I watched the movie, and that was really cool. I definitely know that I am gonna watch. I watched the first movie yesterday again, and I'm gonna watch the Back to the Future 2 and 3 sometime tonight and tomorrow, and I'll just have the model with me while I watch it. So that's going to be cool, although I don't get to build it while watching the movie. So I will say that building while watching the movie is definitely a fun thing to do. I did that with Home Alone. So hope you have a blast doing that with the Back to the Future. This one was also a day one for me. I was definitely excited to see this car, and now that it's done, once I get off camera, I'm just going to kind of marvel at it and geek out at it. Again, the gull wing doors, I think I already covered that. My favorite feature, again, is going to go to the flux capacitor that lights up. That's so cool. There you go. Very, very, very cool. And I think that's pretty much it. The other ability, you've got a bunch of these pieces here. To convert it to the second movie or the third movie as you would like. Unfortunately, I don't see enough gray pieces or anything here to try and do a normal DeLorean, but I'm sure someone's gonna mod it and get a couple pieces to make just kind of a bone stock DeLorean. But anyway, yeah, this is definitely my first big set of the year. This one kind of brought me out of the woodworks. I've been not buying really any big Lego sets this year, but this one was definitely one I had to grab. So that being said, I definitely recommend you guys get it. It's a fun build. It looks really cool, and really at the end of the day, if you're a Back to the Future fan, this is a must-have, and also a nice bonus with the minifigures here. So that being said, the build is over, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy your builds. If you guys did get it, hopefully everyone that wanted theirs got it. So that being said, I'll definitely be doing a full review as I normally do with these sets. So hopefully you look out for that. But I really appreciate anyone that tuned in and chimed in. Thank you guys so much. I had a blast building this with you guys. Take care. Have a great rest of the week. And I'll see you all on the next one. See you later.